Hey, what's going on, everybody? Everyday Gunplay here. We are back with another review slash customization project. It's been a while since I've been in the booth, so today that's what I'm going to showcase you guys. We got a little bit of a conundrum going on right now with this build. We'll talk about that in the video though, but as for now, I have 88% of you guys are not subscribed, so the other 12% who are subscribed, thank you. And if you aren't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. It helps us grow every day because we are Everyday Gunplay. Sorry for not posting for a while. My kids got sick and then I lost my voice for a few days. Wasn't sick like last time, but let's get into this. So straight out of the box, we have 18 runners. We have some cool book, some slight book art from Deviation. There are multiple runners on this that are the same runners for color separation. So what I did was I decided today to go ahead and paint. I got the booth open again. I got the old booth open, not the new booth. I'm not going to use the new booth unless I do a really big project. I'm trying to move right now, so I'm really not trying to set that up and then deconstruct it all the time. So I kept the old booth. And I told you guys before in some past videos that I would keep doing the old booth videos and stuff, but so here is where we get a little bit of a conundrum here. This kit is a bootleg of a kit that's being released by Premium Bandai in, I believe, June or July. It's Lytle Wolf's Gem Sniper 2. And I don't know how this company even knew, unless this is a reprint. So if you guys could let me know in the comment section if this is a reprint, that'd be awesome. But I have no idea how this company, how JMS got a hold of this thing, because this is, I'm not even joking, a direct copy of Lytle Wolf's Gem Sniper 2 that Premium Bandai is releasing in July. And I'll show you guys here in a minute because I was super confused. I'm like, how is this even a thing right now? How did they even know that this, you know what I mean? Like, how did they know? I'm guessing this has to be a reprint, or they saw that this was being printed by Premium Bandai and they decided to get it out first. But it's super confusing because it's like, this is basically the same kit. Obviously, it's not Bandai's quality of plastic, and we're going to talk about that here in a little while. But I don't know how they did it. I haven't seen this Gem Sniper. I mean, I've seen it for pre-order. I bought this about a month and a half ago. I saw it for pre-order. I was like, oh, cool. I don't have a Gem Sniper in my backlog or in my collection and stuff. It'd be cool to have that. And then I saw, I believe I saw a month ago that as well, that P Bandai is releasing Lytle Wolf's actual Gem Sniper. Now, I'm guessing what P Bandai does is they release these kits with specific color schemes. So Lytle Wolf's color scheme is the black, red, and the, I believe, sea green. Maybe it's a little bit lighter green. This kit though, however, did not come with a color scheme for the separation. As you guys saw here in the video with me painting and stuff, I actually used some candy blue for this because it was just a gray offshoot color, which I really am getting hardcore into using the Sticks paints. Those guys, their pre-paints are some of the best paint I've ever used, and I'm gonna keep using these guys. So shout out to Spastics. Amazing paint, guys. I can't even express to you guys how much I love these guys' paints. And usually these are for RC cars, but they're very good on Gunplay. They are very good on Gunplay. If you guys aren't into mixing paint and you want something that's already pre-mixed, Spastics has an amazing array of paints. And no, they're not sponsoring me. You know, I'm not saying I wouldn't sponsor them. That'd be awesome. Or I wouldn't have them sponsor me. But yeah, dude, pick up these Spastics paints. This is, again, candy blue. I used their paint to paint a couple months ago. You guys remember the Zaku Warrior, the metal frame Zaku Warrior? If you didn't see that video, go check it out. But yeah, amazing. Amazing. I'm talking 2 coats on. Now, what you see right here is me just doing one coat, let dry. You know, I'm not going to go through that whole process of doing all that. But it's such an amazing paint. And there's also, if you guys aren't into pre-mixing primers or anything, so this kit, whenever I see gray on a kit for armor, I already assume in my brain that it is ready to paint. So what I do is, instead of using primer, and if it's gray or if it's white or if it's black or anything like that, or any type of flat matte color, I'll go over it. You guys saw a little bit ago. I'll go over it with some 500 to 1200 grit sandpaper. It don't matter. 800 is probably the sweet spot for something like this. That's what I was using for this, was 800. You go over it, you scuff it. It's just like painting a car. If you guys paint cars, you know what I'm talking about. You got to scuff the paint, the old paint. You got to scuff the old metal so that it is getting ready for the next application of paint that you're going to put on. So you take that logic and you apply it to Gunplay. Be a little bit. That's why you use a higher grit. So if you were painting a car, you'd you'd use a lower grit so that you can get that scuff in there deep. So then you scuff it, and then you sand it down a little bit more after the scuff if you want. Some people don't. And then you paint over that. So that's what I did here. I took the 800 grit and I scuffed up all of the plastic, wiped it off. It looked all like it was a nice, smooth, rough finish. And then you spray paint over it. So this assures that when you're spraying over non-primered plastic, that the paint all applies, it gets in there deep, and you get the rich colors of whatever you're using. It's a little bit of game for you guys. I'm trying to help you out, you know what I mean? I know how to paint cars, so I brought that into painting Gunplay last year when I started this hobby, and it's worked out so far. There's some instances where I do screw up. You're gonna screw up. You know what I mean? Like this right here, I had to go back and actually wet sand this piece right here and then respray it. I also had to go back after I was finished with the second and third coats on the shield, and I had to wet sand that as well and then respray it. It's gonna happen, guys. Seldom will you ever have a complete perfect build straight, or complete perfect spray 100% of the time. Like, you might get 99, you might get 95, you might get 97, but you're never gonna have 100% every single time of a good spray. You know what I mean? That's just, equipment breaks down. Maybe you forgot to clean your gun, or excuse me, your airbrush you forgot to clean. I'm used to saying gun. When I say gun, when I'm talking about spray painting, guys, I'm used to saying that because of my spray guns that I use for painting cars. But yeah, so just keep that in mind. Anyways, let's talk about the build. Not Bandai quality at all. It's rough in some spots, especially in the feet. The feet gave me a little bit of problems with fitting, but all you do is you take your X-Acto knife, you scrape around, and you widen your hole a little bit, and it's fine. My other probably gripe with the plastic is some spots, when you push the plastic together, it'll start to bend and break it, and you'll get stretch marks. I don't really like that. That's in the waist. Be careful in the waist area. Other than that, this was actually not bad. It does have Bandai quality in some spots, but not all the spots. You know what I mean? There's some cons. My cons. Let's talk about the cons. Oh, as far as color separation, let's talk about that real quick. If you like the standard color that it comes with, you can just do it all black, or you can do black and gray. That's what it comes with. I decided to opt for this paint job. My cons for this kit. I hate the hands. I wasted 45 minutes on these stupid hands, and y'all know me. I like fixed hands. I wish everyone would just do fixed hands. I wish everyone would just do fixed hands, and Just be done with it at this point, you know? But so like that's why the score is coming down because of this stupid hands, man. Like it's like, guys, if Fat Cat, who never, I know I reference him all the time, and I know you guys are probably tired of it. If Fat Cat can come out the gate with the best hands in the game, and there were nobodies last year, literally nobodies, y'all can come out and do the same thing, man. Like start taking from these other companies and just do that. Because at the end of the day, it can be done. It's already been proven it can be done. You guys can just do better hands. Stop looking at these old school hands and thinking, oh, this is cool for my guns. Just give us 4 fixed hands and poses, 4 or 5 or 6, whatever, and be done with it, man. And then just let people avoid putting these stupid ass hands together. I don't understand at this point why these companies keep using these crappy hands when there's better ones out there. Sorry for ranting. It's just irritating at this point, man. Anyways, as for the pros, this was super easy to put together. Super fun. I like the quality of the build. Yes, the plastic isn't Bandai quality, but what is here is definitely worth the money and worth the price. Now, Lido Wolf's Master Grade from P Bandai that's coming out in July is $56. It'll probably be like $66, $68, depending on where you are after shipping and taxes. This, however, was only $36 when I ordered it. Now, price might reflect the quality of these, but in the grand scheme of things, if you can get past these small little cons, which really aren't that bad, aside from these hands, you know, like, but I'm not gonna score the whole kit as a shit kit because I don't like that these companies continue to use these crap hands. Then I mean, this is $36 with free shipping, mind you guys. I got free shipping for this thing. So take that with a grain of salt. You're not gonna get Lido Wolf's actual color scheme with his outer armor. You're gonna get the black, you're gonna get the red, but you're gonna have to either paint the rest Lido Wolf's color scheme, or just, you know, do your own thing, or just build it as that. This antenna is a little funky. I don't know, I hand painted and it just got really like wobbly. It's weird, but other than that, this thing's beautiful. It's sleek. It's so cool to have in your army. It's nice to have a gym again, a gym sniper. I know gym snipers went out of production for a while, and from the ones I saw, these damn things are expensive, man. Like, I'm talking like $70 to like $180 for some of these things, and I just couldn't justify that. That's why I never picked one up. But when I saw this on AliExpress a couple months ago, I was like, ooh, let me get a gym sniper, because I mean, it just looks cool. Gym snipers look dope. I think they look just as cool as Grandpa. And, you know, if you guys look up the history of the gym and the gym snipers, it's actually pretty cool. Like, a lot of ace pilots piloted these gym snipers during the 1 year war. And it just sucks that they never got to actually go the distance fully and be showcased their full potential, because I believe these were on par with the RX-78 too. I'm not really sure which ones were, but I'm pretty sure there were some gyms that were up there and rivaled Grandpa. But what am I scoring this thing? This thing is going to be scored a solid 9. Who's it for? Everybody. Go pick this thing up, guys. This is from beginners to intermediates to everybody. You know what I mean? Like, this thing's cool. Customize it, have fun with it, guys. Put it on dioramas. This thing is screaming, put me in a diorama. Look at these cool poses I did with just a couple of things I got, man. Like, that looks awesome. Him trying to reload his what, machine gun, I believe that's what it was for the 1 year war with these guys. It wasn't beams until later on in the war, but for the gyms. But great build all around, guys. If you like the content, please subscribe. I'm trying to grow this channel, guys, and I'm doing it with your help, and I appreciate all the feedback. But yeah, like, go pick this kit up today. It's definitely worth $36, guys. But anyways, this is the Everyday Gunplay. I'll see you in the next build. I got something pretty special coming up here soon, so stay tuned, guys. Peace out.